Well, we got a shop and it's a mess. Well, it may be a mess, but it's our mess. This is our new shop location. Woohoo! We are so excited to be able to move in and be able to utilize the space. We've already started putting things inside. We're trying to get the office set up. We need to get some furniture. We want to get our dashboard. We want to get a clock-in system. We need to start setting up shelving and start getting some other stuff all organized. It's a lot of work, but if you'll notice, the reason why I talked about it being a mess is the landlord is currently replacing all the siding and the roof. Now, you might be already knowing the punchline to that joke, considering I am the landlord of this.
I am the landlord of this.
Now, some people are going to hear that and they're going to say, wait a minute. Brandon has this total unfair advantage, the fact that he owns his own shop on the back of his property. He's already like one step ahead of the game. Well, here's the fact. We've budgeted from day one to rent a shop out for about $2,000 to $2,500 a month, including all the utilities and everything, which is about what we would pay to rent a shop this size in the area. So whether we pay that to someone else that's a property owner or I pay to myself as a property owner, it's basically the same expense to Wise Coatings. So there's no unfair advantage. I'm not renting this for free. I'm not taking advantage of the fact that I own this. I am renting it to myself. So Wise Coatings has that budgeted in.
Now let's do this.
But we are excited because as part of this, of course, I'm replacing the siding. The last tenants that were here kind of left it worse for the wear, but that's not going to impact Wise Coatings' budget at all. This would just be a normal tenant improvement that any landlord would do before they got some renters in. So there is a lot of work that has to go on. We have, as you can see, there's a decent amount of damage and dents and stuff that are on here. The painting and the coating on this is failing, so we want to have a nice new location. Getting a shop and getting it set up is a lot of marketing impact to potential employees. And I know that sometimes it's hard to justify the cost of renting a shop because it's a real hard expense. But when employees come onto the property and they see that we have a nice shop, it's really clean inside, we have our core values up on the wall, we have our dashboards, it feels like it's high tech, they get excited and they feel like they have a career. And there's a lot of intangible values to having a shop that impact morale as well. Now, of course, right now it looks terrible. We have some new garage doors that are going to be going in here. All the siding and everything is going to be getting replaced. So there's still a lot of things to do. But over the next week or two, I'm going to be working on this and kind of getting things all dialed in. So don't go anywhere and let's get to work. All right, so today I am going to be working on putting some systems and stuff in the office. We have our shop space kind of coming together slowly but surely. The guys are really, really excited to redo the floor and do all the cool stuff and paint. And I've been doing a little bit of patching on some of the walls and stuff from where the previous tenants were there. And I want to go out and get a time clocking station at Best Buy. So I'm going to go and get a really cheap little iPad that can run, a T-Sheets app, get a little mount so that the guys can come in, they can clock in and out right there on the time station. And I'm also going to get a flat screen TV for a dashboard, and I'm going to get a computer so that my operations manager and my soon-to-be admin manager that comes onto the team will have a workstation to actually work on. So that's on the list for today. So let's go. All right, we are getting things set up in the shop, in the office. We got the computers. They are plugged in. They are on. Got the little background there for them. And next, I'm going to be getting the TV hung up right here. So when the guys come in, they're going to be going pretty much right over to here. And they're going to be clocking in. We're going to get this all done. As you can see, I got a big mess. The guys came in, grinded the whole floor down, so we are going to be doing a new floor coatings in here to just kind of spice things up a little bit. And then we got this done. So the big dashboard's going to go there with the TV. That's what I'm going to be installing next, but you can see there was a lot of holes that the previous tenants left here. So we got to kind of sand this down, do some spray texture, and then we're going to paint this maybe an accent color. Not really sure yet. The guys are going to help me pick out some colors and make this office a little more homey, a little more cozy. And so I'm excited to get this though set up, because this is a big pain in the neck when you don't have an office computer set up, and it's good to go now. Now I got the TV installed. We got the dashboard on here. Now this is one of my leaderboards actually that we have in our Conquer program. I pretty much walked through each one of these different stats that we have. So first and foremost, we have the target for the month. Everyone on the team knows exactly what our sales goal is. This number gets updated daily, and this is how much we have booked actually on the schedule. So you can see we actually already over target, already booked on the calendar, which means we have $0 in the sales gap. We've pretty much completely closed this sales target so far. The capacity number is a really interesting number to watch. This is how much more work can we fit on the schedule for this month. So we can actually fit another $6,700 onto the schedule. And then our daily sales goal basically takes, if this number was up here, was higher, it would divide by the number of working days left over. So you could see if we had only $30,000 booked out on the schedule, it would automatically update that we need to sell $833 for the rest of this month, each day, work day, in order for us to hit our goal. So we have some leaderboards over here. The great part about having leaderboards, of course, granted we only have one crew right now, but we're adding on a second one this month. And we'll start tracking the revenue per hour each one of our technicians are going to be hitting, along with the running average. So this is per man hour revenue of what each one of our technicians should be hitting. And then down here, we have our sales leaderboard. And as we get more salespeople, we're going to be tracking month-to-date sales, how many leads they've been assigned, what their closing ratio is, and how many cold calls they have delivered by knocking on doors. And then of course, we got the glorious Technicians of the Month spot. So this is where we're going to be featuring our top technicians each month. So when people come in and they're clocking in, their eyes are going to immediately see what place they're in. This level of accountability levels up the performance of your team, because they're looking at that, and no one wants to be on the bottom. No one wants to be in last place. They want to be in first place. So by putting this up here, it shows where everyone's standing, and the math doesn't lie. So all these numbers are important because this shows each one of the technicians and really each one of the salespeople and everyone on the team how we're performing. So really, really important to have a leaderboard set up in your office, and that's what we have now. I am so excited all the new content that we have that we're filming. Like I said, we're bringing on another van. We're going to be hiring another crew. We're growing like crazy. We're going to be looking at hiring another full-time office person. So really next month, we're anticipating having 7 employees in month 4. So there's a lot of things that are kind of rolling along. I know we've had our bumps getting us up to this place, but we're cash flow positive. Make sure that you've subscribed, ring that bell for notifications, and stay tuned to all of our future episodes. And if you haven't, check out Maps Mastery. In fact, you can click on the link right down below to go check that out. I encourage you. We have monthly group coaching calls, lots of extra bonus content behind the scenes. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. We'll see you in the next episode.